Oh my gosh, things are finally happening. I don't know about you, but I am so excited. We finally got some Hollow Knight Silksong news. It's time the believers are eating good. So if you're living under a rock and you don't know what happened, we just had Gamescom Opening Night live. And so I got to watch it live with Primicon, and I actually missed the Hollow Knight Silksong announcement. The main part of the event that I wanted to see, I had a call. I'm an accountant full time, and I had to catch it later. But check this out. If you haven't already seen it, look. It was 6 years, the very first announcement.
Crafting Hollow Knight Silksong. It is highly anticipated.
They didn't troll. They put it right at the front.
Wish-listed game.
Let's
tonight,
go.
I can finally definitively tell you that Silksong is 100% actually launching this year.
Which we already knew was coming out this year. Like, that's not news at all.
Some brand new
but new footage.
Gameplay, the first extended look since the last trailer in 2022. And starting tomorrow, you guys here at Gamescom can play a demo at the Nintendo and Xbox booth.
So we'll take a deeper dive into this footage. I'm very excited to like nitpick all this stuff. It's gonna be hard to see everything because it's so zoomed in for some reason. That's not me.
And
that's the way they showed it. They presented it.
Sharing some news as part of a YouTube premiere on their channel, so make sure to check that out.
Yo,
tonight,
YouTube premiere on their channel. So right here, I'll go ahead and make sure to leave a link, because I'm excited for this. As of the time of recording, it is 34 hours away. It is going to be on Thursday at 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's August the 21st. There was a little bit of a leaked thing with this. I don't know if it's true or not. Mossbag had posted on Twitter saying apparently there was a glitch where sometimes you can see the video length, and somebody said that it was 1 minute and 53 seconds. And so there was a source. I haven't clicked on the source yet, so I mean, it's on r/Silksong. So is it real? I don't know. I don't know if I trust the Silksong Reddit. They try to get you, you know? But I will say this is, if this is fake, this is the most believable fake thing I've seen in a while. It is very likely, if it is 1 minute and 53 seconds long, it's a trailer, and we're probably going to get a release date. I still don't believe that we're going to get a shadow drop. I think it's going to be a release date. Just curious, how long were the old trailers? So the original trailer from Nintendo Treehouse Live was 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and the Xbox one was 1 minute and 20 seconds. So 1 minute and 53 seconds, it's a little bit longer. Well deserved. We've been waiting long enough for a little bit of a longer trailer, and the release date. I think we're gonna get it. It's about time. Unfortunately, I'm not in Germany, so I'm not gonna be able to play the demo, and I have a feeling probably a lot of you aren't gonna be able to play the demo either. But if you are, do me a favor, send me some demo footage. Kadea said that she was gonna send me some demo footage, and there's a couple of other awesome Hollow Knight content creators that are hopefully going to send something as well. So I can't wait to see and nitpick all of the little things. Before we get into the trailer, what else did we see? There's one other thing that I saw Mossbag had shared. Jason Schreier had said that no, the Silksong release date will not be announced at Gamescom Opening Night Live, ONL, but he also said that earlier this month that he had a video call with Team Cherry founder Ari Gibson and William Pellion, who talked about what the last 7 years have been like for them. It's a very funny story. I'm really interested to know, like, why is the story funny? Like, what could it be? But whatever it is, it's just like, I want to know what happened. We know that there's a baby involved. We know that very early on there was COVID. We know that I don't know. We don't know much else beyond that because they have been so tight-lipped and we really got nothing. I would really like to know what they thought of the community's reaction all this time. Like, have they been watching the Milkman Primicon? Maybe. I know I sure have. And so now let's take a look at this trailer. There's actually only 6 clips in the trailer. There's not a ton, but there's enough to like take a look and see what we can learn even just from this little bit. And one of the first things that you see in the background, we're in areas that we've been to before. We got Hornet fighting an enemy in the back, And as soon as she takes out this enemy, you'll notice that that enemy actually spawns a little familiar after that. We don't have anything new as far as the UI goes, and we're back into the area that's got like the... They're not quite stalactites because they don't look like they are rocks. It looks like it's like some sort of growth or something. And that's pretty much it for this clip. Nothing too new or crazy here. And then the second clip here, we've already got Hornet. She's throwing her needle. Love to see it. She's just so acrobatic and so flippy. Look at this. So she's hitting this like snot goo stuff that's just kind of floating in the air, which gives her a chance to jump off of it. It explodes. I'm assuming that if you're too close, you'll probably take damage, so that's good to know. And the UI is slightly different in that I can't recall there ever being 4 separate things in the UI at the exact same time. I always remember seeing 3 things in the UI. So it looks like the orange one with like an up piece to it is probably going to be something where you press up with the D-pad. The one on the right, maybe you can press, it's bound to the down on the D-pad. The 2 red things, I believe that those are tools. I think that those are tools that you're actually going to consume, versus the white thing in the middle, that's more of like an ability where you're using your silk. The thing on the far left, we get a better image of it here when it zooms in, and it's more of like a wreath, but as far as what it actually does, very hard to say right now. We have seen these other tools before, this little drill thing and the it looks like a saw blade. Hornet will be able to throw that on the ground and like have it go forward. Can't wait to use the tools. But the wreath, I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure if the little sack things around it would glow, and maybe it's like a lantern. Very hard to say. And let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think that item's for? So we see Hornet jumping. We get to see her use her butt wings again. Gets another pogo, and then right here we've got a new look at a brand new enemy, looking cool, and it's just throwing up all over the place. We can see Hornet's doing this little, so this is her down attack where she's like turning herself into a saw blade, and based on the crest that she has equipped up at the top left, that's what would control what different attacks she is able to do. But we're not able to see the crest right now, and if I had to guess, nobody messed up this footage. This wouldn't have been an accident that they only messed up on this one game. I think they're hiding something from us with the UI, and I don't know exactly what it would be or why. But we can see the enemy is thrown up all over the place. Hornet does her pogo, and then this continues on for a little bit. She's just so fast. I'm trying to see if there's much of anything else. We got the spikes. We got a bench. Not too far away. Love to see the signage, and that's it for what is that? Clip 2. Clip 3, we see a Hornet. She's just kind of fighting some enemies. We have seen this little thing at the top left. We do see her use this tool, so we'll get into that in a second. We have seen her be in this literal exact area before because of this shadowy figure in the back. We keep seeing this figure in the back. We've seen it in 2 or 3 different clips in the past. It was also teased at the Team Cherry holiday sign-off all the way back in, was that 2019? This enemy here kind of looks awfully familiar here. Just saying. I don't know if that means that there's gonna be more of them, or if it just means that this enemy happens to be following Hornet and watching her make her ascension. I don't know. We'll see. So we see her do another grapple, forward attack, nothing too crazy. She'll dash through them using up some of her silk. Great. And now we've got a new boss fight, and this is cool because these 2 bosses are completely in sync. Some people are already calling them the Mantis Lords of Hollow Knight Silksong because it's a double boss fight, right? It's interesting because the bosses just stick out so much. Their line art is so clean, and you can see they really telegraph where they're gonna go. If you look at their eyes, like they shine light in whatever direction they're gonna go, and then they head over that way. You get a chance to do a little attack. Look, they shine it again, And then we actually see another version of that clip in just a second. So that was clip 3. So here we're on clip number 4, and as soon as it starts, you see Hornet is now using this this item up at the top left. And so she puts something, it's almost like an Elden Ring when you put fire grease or electric grease or what, I don't know, one of those items on your weapon. Hornet just like, look at that, the item gets used up a little bit on the top right, and now Hornet has flames as part of her abilities, like some sort of like flame damage, which I never expected there to be some sort of elemental damage in this game. Like, that's a new concept. We've seen this tool at the top left plenty of times, but we've never seen Hornet glowing bright orange before. In the character sheet, we did see Hornet looking kind of like electricity in like purple at one point, so it'd be really interesting to see what elemental effects we get. So if there's fire and electricity, I'd be very surprised if we don't get some sort of cold and then probably poison based on some of these different places that we've been. But does that mean that we're actually going to see tick damage? I don't know. Moving on to the next scene. Here we go. We've got Hornet with, again, we've seen this ability before, this white one, and it kind of looks like, I thought it had to deal with her using her silk needle throw to go straight up into the air. It could very well still be that. It also looks like she has a boomerang, but we don't get to see her use the tool or the ability here in this fight. But the fight just kind of keeps pressing on. You can see that they look very metallic, though they're fighting each other. And then you can also see in the back, you've got like some sort of like clock thing going on. So let me put this back to regular speed. Go. You got the clock. You can hear how metallic they sound. And what's cool is that the enemy also sounds like they're talking from like behind a mask, like they're inside of whatever armor it is that they're wearing. Very, very cool. Love to see it. And I need to admit that I was wrong. I was wrong because just 2 weeks ago, I put out a video talking about how Hollow Knight Silksong needs this. And it's basically, it needs a showcase to reveal. I fully expected Hollow Knight Silksong to be released at an event. And you know what? Maybe I'm only half wrong, because Hollow Knight Silksong necessarily wasn't released at an event, but we did get told about Hollow Knight Silksong at Opening Night Live of Gamescom. So it's kind of like it got the best of both worlds. They got the boost of Opening Night Live, but they're doing it on their own channels. Like I said, didn't believe for a minute they were going to release this on their own YouTube channel and talk about it on their own Twitter. I fully expected this to go on a big event. So it's kind of like, it's a little bit of both. So very excited to see all this. Yeah, when Primicon went live earlier today, Leth was actually on his channel. Really, really cool to see. They got to chat it up for just a few minutes. Leth was talking about how it like kind of felt surreal, and he was kind of shaking from like everything that's happening, and like it's coming soon. Hollow Knight Silksong, it's real. It's happening this year. Holiday season's coming up quick, and if I had to give my prediction of when I think Hollow Knight Silksong's actually going to release, I'm just gonna speculate and say anywhere from 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks to a month from Tuesday. So what's that put us at? I'm guessing early to mid-September. I don't think it's going to go all the way out until October. It was said that Hollow Knight Silksong was going to release day one as part of the ROG Xbox Ally X, and that is going to be launching on October 16th. So that would be the absolute latest date that Hollow Knight Silksong could release. But it was also said that Hollow Knight Silksong isn't tied to the release date of this console. So is that going to happen? It's probably going to be before October 16th. I'm still thinking September. I mean, it's give or take a month. You know what I mean? Like if I'm wrong, okay, the latest is October 16th. It is so close. We are so close to Hollow Knight Silksong. You can just feel the hype. And I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't mind playing on a ROG Xbox Ally X. I heard they're going to be expensive, but just saying, Xbox, hit me up. I play a lot of games on the go. Being in the military, if you don't know, I'm in the Air Force Reserve, so I'm at least once a month. I'm out and about, I'm doing stuff, and I'm playing games on the go, so it's really nice to have a solid console. So between a Nintendo Switch, a Steam Deck, Lenovo Legion Go. You know what? Maybe an Xbox ROG Ally X would be would be next. I think it would fit in that family. Anyways, Hollow Knight Silksong coming soon. I'm going to try to live stream this, but I've also got kids who are going to school and it's really hard to do all that first thing in the morning. So if I see you live, I'll see you live. And if not, then I'll see you soon anyways. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. My name is Relyea, and I'll talk to you again more soon. Thanks. Bye.